I honestly wasn't expecting this. I wake up, turn on Vita Fighters, and I come in to see that we got a new update and also a Vita shop. And we click on it. Boom, baby, we have 3 new characters in this game of Vita Fighters. Of course, I already purchased them, though I'm going to showcase them, but that's still amazing. I had no idea that there was actually new content for this game already. And pretty much, we're going to be going over these characters in this video today. Alright, so what do we got here? We have a weird off-brand Power Ranger character. We have that one dude from Bleach. And we also have Lady K, who is pretty much just Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. I mean, come on. You can't tell me that she does not look like her. Come on. Be real, man. Anyway, we're going to be going over Alexis first, so be prepared for the following video. From the looks of what this character is designed to be and how he's designed, I would say he's probably a slow-hitting but pretty well-damaging character. As you can see, his attacks very slow, but look at that damage. Quite good damage off of just one dash cancel. Anyway, we have his standing S here, which pretty much, it's not really that good to be honest. It is a fast-moving projectile, and it does hit the opponent very well, doing a lot of damage. Problem is with this attack is that it's super slow. So this is not a good projectile tool you would want to be using in a zoning matchup. The part about it, you can't even dash cancel it. It can be used inside of the air too, and it shoots moderately more faster than it does on the ground. But even then, you can't even air to cancel it, so you just cannot get in with this projectile. If anything, this is probably just useful as a combo ender, because this is the only thing I can really see this move being used for. And even then, it still does moderate damage. Let's talk about his other move. You have his DP, which is his forward S. And this move is dash cancelable. However, this DP, while this DP has good height and good range to stop anti-airing opponents, it has a bit of a slow startup, but it should be invincible. Hopefully, because I believe they made DPs invincible in this game now. And here's another problem. You can only combo off of this DP when you're in the corner. As you can see, the DP does not really have that good range, so of course you're not going to be able to combo off of it in the middle of the stage. You're going to only be able to combo off of this DP if the opponent is bare bones in the corner. So this tool is probably only useful as a corner carry combo. Anyway, let's talk about his back S. As you can see there, it's a 2-hitting combo. Pretty much the second hit puts you in a cripple state, so it allows you to get a free combo ender. Of course though, this move is cancelable. So you can get a free combo off of it. And this is pretty much the tool you're going to be using as your combo starter. And even if you're juggling the opponent, it can be used as a combo ender. It does give you a nice bounce animation, of course, after you use it, and it does spite the opponent. Problem is, though, is that I wouldn't recommend canceling it if you're actually juggling the opponent with it, because then you won't be able to combo off of it, and you'll just be wasting your meter, honestly. Yeah, it's also important you can cancel the first hit, too. Just to be safer. And now we're going to talk about the major weakness of what I think the problem with this character is. His super. You can already see why it's bad. For one, it's a hit super, so you gotta hit the opponent in order to actually land the super and go into the cutscene. Problem is that this move is super slow. And while the super does good damage, it's just super slow hitting. So on Wake Up, this super is not very a viable option because if an opponent was mashing on you, they'll just be able to hit you out of it before you use it, meaning that you'll be wasting your two only bars that you could have been saving for a combo extender. And also, this super is not comboable, so you're just gonna have to use it raw. There is one good thing about this super, and that's the fact that you can actually get a free combo off of it if it lands. It is nice. Problem is though is that you're wasting two full bars instead of just using one half of a bar in order to actually get a free combo extension. Even then, this doesn't really help the super at all because you have to land it raw in order to actually use it at its full potential. And in order to actually use it at all even. And because this super is super slow and using raw supers in fighting games is very risky to begin with, you're not going to be really using the super that much unless you catch the opponent off guard. Which is something that is very hard to do with a character like this. Now that's enough of his specials, let's go to his normals. You have his standing light here, which is probably his fastest move in the game. And probably a good anti-airing. It's kind of like Zangief's chop. And then you have his standing heavy, which is very slow, which is respectable since heavy attacks are slow. And you have his air heavy. And you probably see that little twirl there thinking that, this could be a two-hitter. Sadly it isn't. All it means is that this character cannot combo his super. And if he actually could combo his super, I think he'll probably be a lot more better than he already is. It's a bummer, honestly. Then we have his down S, which is pretty much a sweep. And I believe, like any other down S, you can combo off of it. The gap to combo it, though, is very tight, so you're gonna have to be very quickly in order to actually combo off of it. This character does have a good, kinda moderate walk speed, and very good dash away. Puts him halfway across the screen from one dash. And that's pretty much Alexis. Really low tier character in my opinion. If you actually like this character, good for you, but personally, I don't. On to the next character. So who do we have here? We have Shinta, and aka the guy I said that looks like that one Bleach character, if I can remember his name. But pretty much what this character is a stance character. By pushing neutral S, you can switch between stances. This is his pyro stance, and this is his cryo stance. And of course, due to those names, this stance shoots ice, and this stance shoots fire. And let's talk about all of his moves in his pyro stance first. So pretty much his forward S shoots this weird scorpion hook, pulling the opponent over here. Only problem with it though is that you can't really get a combo off of it because the combo counter would not count it. Due to that, it's safe to say that once you pull the opponent over here, you have to return back to close-up neutral. And then you have his back S, which pretty much is just Scorpion's teleport. It hits from the other side. Problem is though is that it's not dash cancelable, so you're not gonna really get anything off of this other than just returning back to neutral. Thing applies with his forward S, by the way. Not cancelable. And then we have his down S. And this is the unique attack that he has for all of his stances. So it pretty much is just a launcher and a speed that probably hits high or even low. All I know is that it's pretty much comboable. Kinda. Let's talk about his pyro stance or cryo stance.
Tenkan Ice!
This stance, by the way, is pretty much, he's kind of standing like Nash in this stance from Street Fighter V, and pretty much in this stance, he shoots ice. His forward air shoots an ice projectile that freezes the opponent.
Curry!
This move is cancelable, by the way.
Curry! Tenkan Fire! Tenkan Ice!
And pretty much, it allows you to have enough time to actually freeze the opponent and get a combo off of it if you're very close.
Curry!
Which is very good. And then you have his back S, which is pretty much just an ice puddle. This is freaking good, because if the opponent tries to jump in, they can actually step on that and get hit. And pretty much what this does is that it launches, if the opponent steps on it, it launches them towards you, getting a free combo. Which is very good. And, best part about it, since it lasts for so long, it can be used as a good zoning tool.
Curry! Curry!
Which is actually very strong for this character, indeed. Now that we talked about his normal S's,
Tenkan Fire!
let's just talk about his super. So just like the boxer dude in this game, who has two stances, this character also has two supers as well. And pretty much switching stances, which is the super. And his pyro stance super is pretty much like Dawson's super from Street Fighter V. It shoots up and then comes down. Of course though, from the looks of it, you can easily tell that that's just a plain ripoff of Akira's super, a super that they already have in this game, which is kind of disappointing that they did that, but hey, a super's a super. And now let's talk about his cryo super.
Tenkan Ice!
This super actually is very different. It's like Storm's super, or level 1, for Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Tenku Aiza!
It does good amount of damage, has a lot of multi-hitting attacks, and pretty much it'll keep your opponent blocking if you need them to block. There is only one weakness with this super, and that's the fact that it really does not hit well inside the corner.
Tenku Aiza!
Look at all that damage I missed out from. So pretty much the best way to actually use this super is outside the corner.
Tenku Aiza!
Best part about the Pyro and Cryo super, you can actually switch between them with super. Well, by that I mean the Pyro super, and then go straight into the Cryo super.
Kukaku! Kukaku! Tenkan Ice! Aiza!
Of course though, this Ice super does OTG.
Tenku Aiza!
And that's pretty much this character, Shinta. He has good normals, good heavies, good lights, and honestly, a very honest character, I would say.
Tenkan Fire! Tenkan Ice!
You can use his cryo stance as zoning, and you can use his pyro stance as rushdown. Pretty good character, and honestly, he's probably one of my favorites out of this whole pack. Anyway, let's move on to the next character. And then you have Lady K over here, who pretty much is just Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8, as I said earlier. And she is pretty freaking tall. Look at the size of this Wombo Jamba. She's taller than probably all the freaking grapplers in this game as there is. Anyway, let's talk about her moves. We got her Stunning Light, which is pretty much kind of a good poke tool. Has good range and good recovery. And then we have her Standing Heavy, which is pretty much freaking good. It has long range. Best part about it, you can even use this as a way to start your combo. And due to that, I can definitely say that this character is gonna be the close range, or in this case, the long melee attacking damage character. And then, let's talk about her specials.
Vortex Tier.
You have Vortex Tier, which is pretty much kind of like Berserker Barrage from Marvel vs. Capcom, or in this case an off-brand version of it. You can cancel it on the last hit of it.
Vortex Tier.
And pretty much get a free combo off that way. Best part about it, this hit kind of is a Rekka, so it could be kind of useful on jumping opponents.
Vortex Tier.
Now let's talk about her forward super, aka her anti-air type thing. Pretty much this attack is a drill claw.
Whirlwind.
It launches the opponent up, and you can combo off of it.
Whirlwind. Vortex Tier.
Very good indeed, and that was off meterless. The best part about this move is that it actually covers quite a lot of range, so you can actually use this to get on opponents that are zoning you out.
Whirlwind. Vortex Tier.
Another great thing about this super, another great thing about this move is that it can be used inside the air.
Whirlwind.
Although it does not launch well inside the air than I would say on the ground, so you probably might want to use the grounded version a lot more.
Whirlwind. Vortex Tier.
Honestly, a great move, and pretty much a great way for this character to get in. And then let's talk about her back S. It's a stomp move, and like most stomp moves, it hits low. Thing is about this is that you probably want to use this move more as a combo ender than I would say as a combo starter, because yes, you can cancel it. Problem is though is that it ain't really that well rewarding, because you can't really combo your Berserker Barrage BS into it well. And pretty much with this move, you can actually use this to catch opponents off guard as well that try to mash on you. It doesn't really launch that well either, so yep, you want to use this more as a combo ender. And now we go down to her down S. Now, I hate to say it, I know what most down S's in this game, I'm not really that thrilled for them, but this one I'm thrilled for. Look at that range, that is a good range. Best part about it, you don't even have to get all the way in on the opponent to actually hit them. So this is a good poke tool. There is one big problem with using this move, and that is that you should never be using it very close, because obviously it has large startup frames, so of course you'll be leaving yourself open. And that's not a good thing anybody wants. And now we're gonna finally talk about her super, which is pretty much a command grab. It's like Wate and Ben super. It's a command grab that cannot be comboed. You have to use it raw.
Face do. Well.
The best part about this super is that if you actually time it just right, you can actually combo after it with a drill claw.
Face do. Well.
And you can start a free combo off of that, giving you massive damage. There is one problem though, and that is that you shouldn't be using this super really in the corner, because once you use it in the corner, you won't be able to get a drill claw off of it.
Face do. Stupid little Melvin.
As you see, the game forcibly moved the character all the way over to the left, so I couldn't reach him. Such a shame. There is one big problem with this super though, and that's the fact that it doesn't really have that much good range.
Face do.
You have to get very bare bones close to the opponent in order to actually use this super.
Face do. Well.
And even then, it can still leave you at a big disadvantage. And honestly, this is Lady K. She's a very good, viable character, I would say. She's probably a high-tier character, in my opinion. She has good tools for getting in with people, has long-range attacks, and honestly, she feels very balanced in a way. And let's face it, I know a lot of people are gonna say this in the comments. Yes, this is pretty much gonna be the waifu of this game. Maybe. Depends on what people actually like and women and whatnot, I don't know. That about wraps it up for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I went over all 3 of the characters and they all look very interesting and unique. Of course, I do only like Lee Kay and Shinta. I'm probably gonna be maining them inside this game, but characters like Alexis are probably gonna be on my stay away from list because they are very low tier. If you like them, let me know and like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. So peace.